And now for something completely different, to nick a line from one of my all-time favourite TV shows. Hi, and thanks for joining me. We're off to Little Weighton Steam and Classic show for the weekend, but I'm not on a bike this time. I'm in a 1943 Dodge weapons carrier. It's Friday afternoon and I'm travelling up with a couple of mates. That's Daz in front in his Dodge weapons carrier. You can't see it, but another mate, Darren, is following me in a Humvee. I'll just shut up and let this roll for a minute or two, because I like the music. Right, who knows which film that music's from? No prizes for the correct answer, I'm afraid. Okay, I'll tell you a bit about the truck. It's a 1943 Dodge WC52. These were the largest of the US light military vehicles during World War II. It's designated a 3/4 ton truck. It weighs in at around 2.5 tons empty, with a payload of 3/4 of a ton. Little bit of a hold up here. Looks like we've got someone else going to the show, and he's even slower than we are. Looks like a little old grey Fergie to me. The Dodger's got a 3.77 litre straight 6 side valve engine that gives out around 90 horsepower. That's okay on the flat, but come to a steep hill like the one we're climbing now, and we're down to about 20 miles an hour. It doesn't look very steep on the video, but this is a long slow drag up here. Drive is through a 4-speed gearbox with no synchros, so it's double declutching to change down. It's got 4-wheel drive, which is selectable by a manual lever in the cab. And this version also has a power takeoff that drives a winch on the front. The winch can be controlled by a further lever in the cab. As you can probably see, there's not much in the way of weather protection for the driver, just a canvas roof over the cab. Great on days like this, but keep watching to the end and see the downside. They were designed to accommodate an 8-man rifle squad with all the weapons and equipment, but they were quite versatile due to the size, so could be found doing all sorts of jobs. They were often teamed up with a 1-ton trailer like the one in front. These particular ones were nicknamed Ben-Hur trailers. The rear bed is about 7 foot wide and 6 foot long and has a full canvas cover. Now that's a great size, and I've actually got 2 single beds in the back of mine, and it doubles as living quarters at shows like this. Right, we've arrived at the show site, so we need to find out our spot and get set up. It's setting up day, so there's no general public about yet. There's quite a few old commercial vehicles already here. Military vehicles are down in the tractor field apparently. There's already a few post-war military vehicles set up, and our spot's next to them. That's us, all set up. This is home for the next couple of days. We'll go and take a look round the show now. Nice selection of bikes. Norton Jubilee, I think. Royal Enfield, could be a Bullet. That's another Royal Enfield, that's a Flying Flea. Panther, not sure what model. And that looks like, at the back, a nice Honda 4. Now the big blue Dodge here, I was actually offered a few years ago, 1947 if my memory is correct. Lovely car, and I was tempted, but didn't have the space for it. Austin Champ, as used by the British Army. Rolls-Royce engine, but a bad reputation for reliability unfortunately. Model T Ford, and at the side of that, Hillman Minks Estate. Yeah, good turnout of cars. No steam show would be complete without a selection of stationary engines. You either love or hate these hit and miss engines. They just sit there all day, popping away at irregular intervals. The miniature steam engine feels quite full. Some fabulous models here, and you have to admire the work and time that goes into making these. Absolutely splendid. This turned up on the Sunday. It's a Ford Transit with a jet engine from an aircraft bolted in the back. The guy ran it up several times during the day. He was sitting in the driver's seat with his foot firmly on the brake pedal. Rather him than me. that's the show over. We're all packed up and time to head home. It's been a great show and the weather has been good, if not a little bit too hot at times. There's been a great selection, all times of vehicles, plenty to see, so I'll just put up some photos of a few things that I liked as we head off. Now, I did mention the lack of weather protection earlier, and just as it does in England, the rain came on the way home, just so as I could illustrate its shortcomings. Thankfully, it was a very warm day, so the cool rain coming in and damp clothes were actually quite nice. Had it been cooler or the rain more persistent, I would have stopped and put on the trusty Macintosh that lives permanently in the back, just for times like these. Oh, what fun! Anyway, on that note, I'll wrap it up here. Hope you've enjoyed this somewhat different excursion. Don't forget to leave a like if you've enjoyed it, drop me a comment, and if you want to watch any more of my ramblings, please subscribe to the channel. Hope you can join me again, so cheers for now.